Hey y'all, my name is Matt Woods. I'm from Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm going to play some songs for you today, starting out with this one. It's called The Dream. She used to run like a top, boys, that's a God's honest truth. $1,000 paint job, blood red, white, and blue. Kick you back in your seat, she's catching third. And a quarter-mile scream was the sweetest thing I'd ever heard. She made me feel we can make it real. Roar through the dark of night at the speed of sound. Broke my heart the day the dream broke down. Up Broadway summers on Saturday nights. Turn around at the drive-in park under the ballfield lights. Probably played shortstop, he used to like to toss so tough. Till the lights turned green, he could see he didn't have enough. She made me feel we can make it real. Roar through the dark of night at the speed of sound. Broke my heart the day the dream broke down. Now Proverbs and old men say there's pride before the fall. Beware that ghost in the machine. Living on that red line without any care at all. Wind up losing everything. She's parked around back now, hasn't called a lot in years. The dust on the dashboard, thrown rotten, stripped out gears. But if you listen real hard, you can almost hear that scream. And relive the glory of the gone but not forgotten dream. She made me feel we can make it real. Roar through the dark of night at the speed of sound. Broke my heart the day the dream broke down. She made me feel we can make it real. Roar through the dark of night at the speed of sound. Broke my heart the day the dream. My heart the day the dream. Broke my heart the day the dream broke down. I probably can think back to the first times I was aware of being interested in music. Listening to my dad's records, you know. I remember my dad would come home from work and put records on, and it was always kind of like classic country stuff, Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson, whatever like that. So I can remember that, and he had an old beat up old acoustic guitar that I would, you know, make noise on. So those are my earliest memories of getting into music in general. When I started writing songs and kind of pursuing music as a path, there was a guy in Knoxville, Tennessee, who'd been doing it a bit longer than I had, and he told me, he said, "Matt, you're gonna be all right as long as you remember to write what you know." I thought it was pretty good advice. But as a result of taking it, I've got like 20 years worth of songs about screwing everything up, and only this one love song. And then in my one and only love song, somebody dies. They up and die right there in the first verse. without the common courtesy to wait until the bridge. This one's called Fireflies. They danced a cheating heart 1,000 times, but never twice the same. She held him closer every night since that first day on the train. And he may never dance again. Now they've laid her in the grave. Should we be half as lucky as they had been, I think we'd have it made. We'd waltz through the winter time and two-step into spring. Slow dance with fireflies on summer nights and fall in love over again. I was leaning on the cocktail bar without a song to sing. Now you took my hand, you had my heart, and I knew I'd buy a ring. I can't remember anyone I held for holding you. I'll be your loving man, beat your rising sun. You're the reason I wear dancing shoes. We'll waltz through the winter time and two-step into spring. Slow dance with fireflies on summer nights and fall in love over again. We'll show young lovers how life's dance is done. We're both old and gray. I'll swear out loud, girl, you're the only one. When there's nothing more to say, oh hell, there's nothing more to say. We'll waltz through the winter time and two-step into spring. Slow dance with fireflies on summer nights and fall in love over and over again. As I started to, pick up guitar and play music in my teenage years or whatever, I definitely had the background of the old, like the classic country stuff I was growing up around and my dad would listen to. I loved Creedence Clearwater Revival, and so I would get into that. I learned some Creedence songs, but I was also into like heavy metal and grunge and stuff. But really, when it comes down to sort of working in a way where it's influencing what I've done with my music. I'd like to think that there's some credence in there. There's a little bit of John Fogerty and hopefully a little bit of Chris Christopherson, mixed together, something of that like is kind of what I would like to think people would find in it. Here's one called Drive Through Town. It's a drive-through town. Stop and think about it, it'll drive you down. Don't you dare to doubt it, someone nowhere bound. There's no road out of the drive-through town. They built a river town on the banks of the Ohio, rolling slow. Water's low. A wife and a baby in a house upon Union Hill. You'd work the steel until they closed the mill. And the old men would say you gotta carry on. But they're all gone. They're all gone. It's a drive-through town. Stop and think about it, it'll drive you down. Don't you dare to doubt it, someone nowhere bound. There's no road out of the drive-through town. What was lost ain't coming back. No matter what words you pray, with the faith you've kept intact. Hear hearts sing like broken stones. Pin on a name tag, try to keep your power on. Get high in a cinder block building out River Road. We all know where lights stay low. Walk round back to the bank and start sinking down and quietly drown and not be found. It's a drive-through town. Stop and think about it, it'll drive you down. Don't you dare to doubt it, someone nowhere bound. There's no road out, drive-through town. It's a drive-through town. Stop and think about it, it'll drive you down. Don't you dare to doubt it, someone nowhere bound. There's no road out of a drive-through town. No road out of a drive-through town. No road out of a drive-through town. Often what will happen with me is I'll get like a piece of melody and words at the same time, or on rare occasion I'll have sort of a musical piece, and I'll have something on the guitar, and I'll play that for years until some words sort of fall into place. But more often than not, it's sort of like a melody with some lyrics come together and start to do that thing in the back of my head. It's a lot of the times that's while I'm driving, to be honest. I spend a lot of time driving. Well, I might not have very many love songs, but I got a handful of love lost songs. This is one from a record I released in 2019, and it's called My Southern Heart. Once upon a time you kept a toothbrush here for me, and that too small silver cup on the shelf above your sink. It wasn't quite as heavy as a weighted golden ring, but it was mine. Until there we'd sleep under the window crack just so, enough to let the night air chill the button of your nose. Last call till the morning, you were there for me to hold so many times. Oh, my southern heart always finds a way to tear a damn good thing apart. I know some night you'll find another underneath those northern lights. In the morning you'll bring coffee to that table by the bed. I'll consider mentioning that book you never read, the one I left a year ago that said what needed said about the crime. I'll call you from some western town to ask how things have been. Blame it on the miles apart that keep us only friends, knowing that the hand that took the life what might have been is clearly mine. Oh, my southern heart always finds a way to tear a damn good thing apart. I know some night you'll find another underneath those northern lights. Oh, my southern heart always finds a way to tear a damn good thing apart. I know some night you'll find another underneath those northern lights. I would say to someone starting their own path in music is to try not to compare yourself to others. Try not to expect too much or compare yourself to others, and just be as true as you can possibly be to what you have to say and to who you are as an individual. We'll close out the show tonight with a new one. This is a new tune called The Devil Called Lonely. I saw a man lighting up next to his late wife's stone on a long walk home from a brief mistake. We're all just dying not to be alone. Couple white lies and down too late, growing pile of ash on a lover's grave, holding it together, still hoping we might be saved from last call, from the cemetery walls, from the ghosts of those we've let down time again, from the devil called lonely and a bitter end. And the United States are breaking all apart on a 24-hour smart TV screen. And it's getting hard to hang on to hope and heart. It's the 21st century state of things. Rising cost of pre-loved American dreams. A song about freedom ain't the same as being free. From the last call from these cemetery walls, from the ghosts of those we've let down time again, from the devil called lonely and a bitter end. To hell with darker days and turning eyes the other way. Be damned the man who says the truth is better left unsaid. Broke down on the edge of town, thumb out when the sun goes down. Take time to turn yourself around, there's brighter nights ahead. Get busy living before we wind up dead. Everybody has their own wounds to mend. Deep set scars, fresh cuts and breaks. Well, there's a healing in learning how to be a friend. Help each other find our own escapes. From last call, from these cemetery walls, from the ghosts of those we let down time again. From a last call, from these cemetery walls, from the ghosts of those we let down time again. From the devil called lonely and the bitter end. From the devil called lonely and the bitter